2025 was a year of upheaval in Canadian politics, marked by Mark Carney's dramatic rise to Prime Minister. He took over from Justin Trudeau in March, propelled by national anxiety and the shockwaves of Donald Trump's return to the White House. Carney's reputation for economic stability helped him edge out Pierre Poilievre in a razor-thin election, leaving him with a fragile minority government. Every vote in Parliament has been a high-stakes negotiation, especially the near-failed budget in November. Carney's CEO-like leadership has brought a new energy to Ottawa, but critics worry his top-down style clashes with the collaborative demands of minority rule. Supporters see a decisive leader focused on results, while detractors fear he may sideline consensus building. The challenges are immense: a trade war with the US, a housing crisis, and urgent climate action. As the year ends, Carney reflects on a relentless 8 months, steering Canada through uncertainty and change. Carney's government stunned many by scrapping the consumer carbon tax and pausing the electric vehicle mandate, signaling a shift from symbolic gestures to practical results. Instead, he launched Canada's largest ever green home building initiative, aiming to tackle both housing affordability and climate change. The plan focuses on energy-efficient, low-carbon homes, stimulating jobs and reducing emissions through infrastructure, not consumer taxes. Major investments are also going into carbon capture and methane reduction, shifting the burden from individuals to industry. Critics, especially environmentalists, decry his absence from the UN COP conference and worry Canada is retreating from global climate leadership. Carney insists his approach is a necessary course correction, prioritizing real progress over stalled ambitions. The success of this strategy will define his domestic legacy. The stakes: restoring affordability, cutting emissions, and proving that pragmatic climate action can work. Managing Canada's relationship with a Trump-led US has been Carney's toughest challenge. The looming CUSMA review and threats of tariffs put Canada's economy on edge. Carney's strategy, quiet diplomacy, emphasizing Canada's vital role in North American supply chains, and making calculated concessions, like dropping the digital services tax, to keep trade flowing. He's also pushing for economic diversification, lowering interprovincial trade barriers, and cautiously expanding ties with China under strict security measures. The goal: ensure Canada's future isn't hostage to US politics. Carney's approach is pragmatic, sometimes controversial, but always focused on protecting Canadian interests. The next year will test whether this balancing act can hold. Carney's foreign policy has been bold and sometimes divisive. Canada recognized a Palestinian state, breaking with the US but joining a global consensus, and pledged to honor ICC warrants for Israeli leaders. Support for Ukraine remains strong, with military aid and a firm NATO commitment, including an extended mission in Latvia and a tough stance against Russian provocations. With China, Carney seeks cautious engagement, rebuilding economic ties while enforcing strict security guardrails. His approach is a balancing act, assertive on human rights and security, pragmatic on trade. Canada's global role is being redefined, sometimes at odds with allies, but always with an eye on national interest. The world is watching how far Carney's new direction will go. The Prime Minister's role has transformed Carney, demanding more intensity and public visibility than his central banking days. He's adopted a CEO's decisiveness, learning from global leaders, even Trump, about the power of direct action and communication. Carney's faith and sense of public service ground him amid the chaos, providing purpose beyond politics. He sees himself as a steward, focused on impact, not personal gain. The job's pressures are immense, but Carney finds meaning in the chance to shape Canada's future. For him, leadership is about responsibility, not enjoyment. His satisfaction comes from making a real difference for Canadians. Carney's first year taught him the value of focus, choosing a few priorities and pursuing them relentlessly. He's learned that a CEO approach must be balanced with consensus building in a minority parliament. The toughest moments, like the budget standoff, prove that compromise is as vital as conviction. Looking ahead, Carney hopes to see his housing plan deliver relief, secure a strong CUSMA deal, and make Canada more resilient to global shocks. He's cautiously optimistic, trusting in Canada's strengths, its people, resources, and democracy. The message for 2026: unity, practical solutions, and a confident voice on the world stage. Carney believes that by working together, Canada can emerge stronger from today's storms. The next chapter is unwritten, but the resolve to shape it is clear.